Hello, welcome. Another day. Sorry, guys, a little bit running late today. Apology. Hopefully, people will accept my apology for coming in late, like almost half an hour late. But I am here now. Let's just take this opportunity to share, invite friends, family, people to come. Invite a friend, invite a family, somebody you might think might need this. Share it to somebody that you think might benefit from it. Let's just share. I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to talk about the topic today. So, yeah, let's do that. Tag somebody, please. Invite somebody. And let's talk about the topic today. Welcome, all guys. JP, welcome. Jerry, welcome. Chris, welcome. Vanessa, I don't want to spoil your name. Welcome, guys. Let's just please share, invite somebody, please. Invite a friend, invite a family, invite somebody that you care about. And we're going to talk about the topic today. So, what makes a person have a low self esteem, or what makes a person become a winner or a loser? So, that is what. And today, I'm going to try and end the book review today. So, without further ado, I better go into the message. If you guys all have shared this message, you've invited somebody, you've tagged somebody. So, I'm going to go into it because we have two chapters to cover today and it's going to be intense. So, without further ado, let's go with the topic today. So, what makes a person have a low self esteem? That is what we're going to talk about first. What makes it? It is not possible to identify one cause of a self-esteem for everyone, right? You'll form your your kind of form your belief about yourself over a long period of time, right? And this process is like to be affected by myriad of things. Like a lot of things affect people to have a low self-esteem. Some people, the reason why they have a low self-esteem, it's probably from their childhood when they were growing up, right? So because they were growing up in certain environments or something that didn't help them to build up their self-esteem. So from childhood, some people will have low self-esteem and it will grow into their adulthood. And even though they're become an adult, they are 30 years, 40, 50 years, they still have so low self-esteem because of the beginning, because of their childhood, how they were grew up. So because that have led them to have low self-esteem. Like a lot of people that have low self-esteem is the cause of that because it started from their childhood. Okay, some factor that can contribute to low self-esteem. So the one thing that can contribute to low self-esteem: difficult childhood experience. Like I said, difficult child experience, negative experience in your childhood that you might have, such like bully, like you're in school and you've been bullied, like a lot of your friends did never value you. They always tell you, oh, what can I you, like they will criticize you, they criticize your parents and stuff. So you grew up in that, your subconscious kind of get that in, so you never will have high self-esteem because of the bully that you faced while you were growing up as a child. The other thing too, difficulty in family relationship, okay? Like if your dad was a drunkard or drug addict or something, that will never build up your self-esteem. But if you're for example, you were growing up, your dad has money on the you grow up in a rich environment, guess what? Your self-esteem might be higher than the people that grow up in a poverty home, right? Another thing too, having a hard time at school, that also will affect your self-esteem, and it can be particularly damaging for your self-esteem while you are in a school. Like it depends. Okay. And number two, another thing, difficult in life experience. Like difficult life event in your life, that will also build your that will also lower your self-esteem, right? Difficulty experienced as an adult, such as like divorce. If you get divorced, like for example, in your family, nobody have ever divorced in your family, and you're the first person that divorced in your family, that kind of bring down your self-esteem. You don't think that you have something in you, that you've done something terrible, then you start beating yourself, you start lowering your self-esteem because you are failed in that area. Okay, another thing to death. If you lost your mom or your dad, you know that you were supposed to do something but you didn't do it, and then that also can also lower your self-esteem. Loss of job is another area too that can lower your self-esteem, because if you used to have a job, you used to do everything for yourself, and then all of a sudden you stop doing that, that can lower your self-esteem because you don't have a job, you cannot pay your bills, you cannot do that. It cannot lower your self-esteem. So all of these are common life happenings. They happen. Things, divorce happen, death happen, losing your job can happen. So several of these together in a short period of time can damage one's self-esteem. If you have all of this, you divorced, you lost your job, you somebody died, all that can contribute to your low self-esteem. Number three, a tendency or a culture of negative thinking will significantly lower your self-esteem, because there are some lot of cultural things that we are still practicing that is we're not supposed to be practicing this, like it's 21st century. The reason why people were practicing those self-esteem before is because of a reason, but yet we didn't know why they were doing such a thing in a cultural thing. In those days it was acceptable. In this 21st century, some things that we practice is not acceptable at all, that we're supposed to be growing because God wants us to grow. He doesn't want us to be just staying on the same level forever. No, new knowledge, improve. Like, for example, I'll give an example for uh, um a phone, Apple product, iPhone. You see, they always upgrade iPhone. They change a little thing, they upgrade it, you pay more money for it. So that is it, because God wants us to grow. He wants us to always expand. He don't want us to be, no, I'm just gonna stay in this comfort zone forever and ever. I'm not gonna move, I'm not gonna budge. No, God wants us to grow. I will also give an example about the servant and the talent in the Bible. What did God say to the one that went and buried the talent? He said, "You lazy servant. You know I was like this, but you decided to go buried. You didn't do nothing with the talent that they gave you." So don't be like that lazy servant. You need to grow. You need to expand. When God gives you something, you need to duplicate it. You need to make more of it. Don't just go with the basics. Say, aha, I'm comfortable. No, keep growing. Keep going until God says is enough. You are cut off of this world and you went to God. Okay? So number four, being in or around a group who is always negative or ridiculing of you may lower your self esteem. So, a lot of people, all the time, your friends are the only ones that will be telling, "Hello, my sister Mary. Welcome, guys. As you come in, you're welcome." um okay, like you're in a group of your friends, all the time they are calling you names, all the time they're putting you down. "Oh, you're so stupid. Oh, you're so full. You're so this." They're telling you always bad name. That can lower someone's self-esteem. Don't be the person that always lowers self. Boost people. You need to boost people up. Don't be in the company about lowering people's self-esteem. Don't. The person is already in a low place. Don't lower it more than that. Help it. If you cannot grow somebody, just leave it the way it is. Don't say anything. If you cannot help person, if you cannot boost them, don't say it. But we find ourselves all the time in this area where people just lower yourself and they have no respect for you. They lower your self-esteem all the time. They don't try to build you. You need to be in the area or company of people that always build you up. If they point something out that you're weak in, hey, look at it. Take the criticism, accept it, and do something about it when you know that it is true. Okay? So, another thing, number five, negative thinking part. How many people have this negative thinking part? They are always thinking of it. You may learn to develop thinking patterns that reinforce lower self-esteem. Ah, I'm good of nothing. Look at all my mates. All my mates are getting married. All my mates are having children. Look at me. I didn't have children yet. I didn't marry yet. That can lower your self-esteem. Now, do something about it. Hey, if you don't want to have children, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not everybody are supposed to have kids. God didn't meant you to have kids. Don't worry about it. Live your life and be happy. If you're not married, hey, you're not missing anything. For us, the people that are married, you're not missing anything. I'd rather be alone, single. Then I can do my own thing. But when you're cleaved to somebody, my God, then division happen. So you're not missing anything if you're not married. I'm telling you the fact. You're not missing nothing. There is nothing special. God wants us to marry, yes, so that you don't live in fornication and all kind of thing. But guess what? You are not missing nothing in the marriage life. It's more problem, seriously, in some of them. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. So, as I was saying, so don't be in that place to lower your self-esteem. Try to boost your own self-esteem. Don't constantly compare yourself to other people. Developing higher standard for yourself that you can achieve. Develop the high standard for yourself. Don't be comparing yourself. Wow, my friend has that car, so I must have that car. No. Are you meant to have the car? If you are not meant to have the car, don't have it. If you can afford it, go ahead, do it. But don't go try and working yourself 3 jobs, 4 jobs to please somebody that does not even value you in the first place. And you're yourself alone yourself, but build your self-esteem that people will be the one coming to you. Don't let anybody lower your self-esteem. Don't give anybody that permission to do that. Number 6, limit limited social interaction, either through your own making or because you are discriminated against, can lead to a poor self-image, right? Don't limit yourself in social, like if they're bullying you and stuff, like know your worth. You need to know who you are. You need to know your worth. It is very important for you to know that. So if somebody comes and start telling you something that is not you, you just don't have time for that. Spend your time in things that empowering you, something that are bringing life in you. Don't go be involved in something that's gonna turn off your light. They're gonna dim your light. No, something that is going to brighten your light is going to be shining and shining. That is what you need to spend your time and energy on, not things that is going to turn off your light, because a lot of us are doing that. We engage in things that turn off our light, that dim our light, that turn us off. Don't give anybody that permission to do it in your life. So people with low self-esteem does not believe that they can find themselves in their life. They don't believe in that. They do not believe in their realistic, like, of their potential. Say, hey, I can do something. I can be great. I can do awesome things. A lot of people don't believe in that. So their identification of themselves is distorted, like a lot of people, as a result of that, because that identity is distorted. Because of that, it is difficult and almost impossible for them to fulfill their mission here on earth. A lot of people are impossible to fill them because they don't know their worth. They don't know who they are. Because when you know who you are, you know your worth. You won't let anybody treat you anyhow, and you accepted it. So anyone can get something powerful. You can accomplish something powerful in your life. You cannot firmly and defend their opinions because of I'm not sure. Like a lot of people, they cannot defend their opinions because they're not sure who they are. So people will just come and tell you whatever, you accept it. Okay, I accept it. I am a loser. I'm worthy of nothing. I cannot do anything with my life. You accept it. So when you accept it, you're done. You're out. Your light is turned off. But it's like, nope. My light is small, but I'm going to brighten that light. I'm going to keep putting coal, whatever you put in petrol. Maybe petrol will just go blah. But Take slowly, but slowly. Keep your fire burning. Don't let anybody turn off your fire. Know who you are. Know who you are. Develop your skills, your talent, because it is very important. So it is very difficult for people with low self-esteem to achieve their set of goals. They are very difficult. They spend the tremendous amount of time and energy on easy feelings or about their identity or comparing themselves with others, more successful people. Oh, I want to be like that person. Okay, you think by just saying it, you're going to be like that person, you're going to be like that person? No, there is work. That person, in order for that person to be that person have already spent a lot of energy, time to develop himself. Like Michael Jordan, for example, he became Michael Jordan. You think he just become Michael Jordan because he was a lucky guy? No, he worked for it. He got up every day 5 a.m. in the morning and go and train for 3 hours before the other team comes. You know how many hours? He put 10,000 hours into practice. And you have not even done 1 hour. You gave up. 10,000 hours for him to get that, for him to be a legend in basketball. He put in the hours, he put in the time, he drained himself. So if you want to be somebody, in order for you to be perfect in something, you have to do at least a 5,000 hours practice of it. If you want to be excellent at it and legend at it, you have to do about 10,000 hours in it. So you have not done nothing yet, and yet you want your name. People just want quick power, quick fame. No, if you want to be a legend, you need to put effort in it. You need to do a lot of work. It doesn't come easy. A low self-esteem prevents us from achieving goals and fulfilling our mission. When you have a low self-esteem, you always look down on yourself. I'm not a good speaker. I don't know how to speak. Okay, go learn how to become a speaker. Like for me, it takes a lot of guts for me to be speaking in social media. A lot of guts. I was like, no. Even when I'm doing presentation in school, to even speak in class, I was like, I don't want to speak. You speak. You speak. But you have to get out of that your comfort zone sometimes. Get out of it. In order for you to be great, you have to go above your comfort zone. That's when people will recognize it. That's when people will notice you. What helped to form adequate self-esteem? So I'm going to give you an example. What will form? A human who is confident person cannot have a low self-esteem. When you're confident about something, you know your stuff. If you don't know something, go and read about it. Get confidence about it, and then you speak, because you know whatever you're going to say, you've read about it, you know about it. It's a fact, it's true. You speak about it. If you want to raise self-confidence in your children, bring them up in an atmosphere of love. Show them love, accept them, respect their decisions and actions to believe. Accept them. If like a lot of parents have this, they always turn your children down. If they ask, oh, you ask too much question, oh, you do this. Hey, they're curious. Don't shut them down, because at the age when kids are young, it is good. I know there's something you can let some boundaries, but that is how they grow. But if you're shutting them all the time, hey, you lower the self-esteem, and they grow up and they cannot speak in public. They cannot do. But if you allow them, encourage them, it builds their self-esteem. They'll say, you're stupid, shut up, don't say that. You lower the self-esteem, because if you as a parent, you don't prove them, guess what? The street will treat them the same way. It's like, well, guess what? If my mom did that to me, street do that to me, well, that's probably who I am. But we're not supposed to do that. Okay? So because of this negative opinion, these things, that is why a lot of people, this is how drug and alcohol and prostitution comes to people's life, because they are trying to actually build their self-esteem by saying, well, every man wants me. Like you see a lot of women today, they have a lot of attraction to men. It's because they have low self-esteem. So it's like, well, if I dress up and I look beautiful and I'm gonna have attraction to men and men are gonna treat me nice, men's gonna compliment me because they're trying to like do something, right? You see a lot of women that are in prostitution. It's not that they don't really wake up one morning, hey, that's forever. That is how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to be a prostitute for the rest of my life. No, it's not a decision they wanted. Like, but because of the so low self-esteem that they have in some certain circumstances makes them to do that. People, a lot of people that are doing drugs, they are selling drugs. You think that they wanted to do that because of the low self-esteem? So they say, hey, if I get that power, I do that, people going to know me, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to be powerful. Like low self-esteem is what drive a lot of people to do certain things. They get to alcohol, they get to drugs and prostitution and all that kind of things. A person with a low self-esteem is used to only think and never give anything in return. It is difficult for such person to promote product or service or find client or achieve success for people that have low self-esteem. Naturally, it is difficult for them to achieve their own goal in the first place. They have distorted image of themselves. Like people with a, they have distorted image of themselves. They does not identify themselves with their creator, who God is. Why God created them? They have nothing. They don't believe that they has any skills, talent, or gift, or faith, or anything, perseverance, or creativity. They don't. So whatever they result in, I'm gonna sell drugs. I'm gonna be do prostitution because that is what I'm good at. But that is the lie that the devil is telling them that that's what they're good at. That is not what you're good at. That you think that is the reason why God spending time and created you and put you on earth so that you can become a drug dealer or so that you can become a prostitute or so that you can sell yourself to men? You think God will to create you for that? No. God have better things for your life, not that. But when you know that, you won't sell yourself cheap to any man. You will not go and do prostitution because you know that you're better than that. God created you for a better things. So they cannot, those self-esteem people cannot achieve their goal because they are limited to their mind, which will never overcome. They will never overcome. They will say, I am doing good here. I got fame. People know me. People treat me better. But you think that people treat you better? No, they don't. So um, let's keep going here. If you have a low self-esteem, how to get rid of it? If you're a person that have a low self-esteem, how can you get rid of it? Okay, so write at least 50 points for which you can respect yourself for. Write down. If you're a person that have low self-esteem, write 50 points for which you can be respected for. For example, you said I cook well. There are things that you're good at. Write it down. I am confident person or whatever. Or I like just name something good about yourself. That you want people to respect you for. Keep your words. I'm a person, I'm honest and this. I'm truthfully, I'm lovely. Oh, just write 50 points. And then number 2, to act in a constant action, achieving a goal will help you to raise your self-esteem. When you that, when you have written that 50 points, now constantly in that action, achieving your goal. Do that. Number 3, learn how to make decision quickly. Learn how to make decision quickly. When you make a decision, your body releases extra energy in order to realize it. So become that. Make decision quickly. Don't be dependent on people to make decision for you all the time because that's what we do. Number 4, never compare yourself with others. Don't. Stay away from it. Don't compare yourself with others. Don't ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. It will take your energy away from you. It will distract you from any implication that you might want to do. Anything, any plan that you want to, any goal, it will take it because you keep on comparing yourself. Wow, look at that, my friend. He's driving a nice car. Ha. So all your money that you're working now, you want to buy car like that person. Oh, look at my mates. They're getting married. Oh, so now you're gonna go fall in the wrong hand. Oh, look at all my kids, all my friends. They are having children. Now you go have children. Now you have a headache. Don't do it. Don't compare yourself with nobody. Ever, ever. Okay, that is the end of chapter 16. Let's do quick self evaluations, and then I'm going to round up. I might go over my time today. Let's do self evaluation quick for that chapter, and then we're going to go to the final chapter. So I'm just going to say this: exercise self examination test. Okay, exercise. You need to. Uh, okay, the step I am encouraging, this is a step that you're encouraging. The purpose of exercise is to help a particular to build themselves, a person to build the self to uh, adequate self-esteem. The participant, so whoever wants to participate, have to give a form with a leadership of 10 steps of either self-esteem pictures in it. The following instruction is given. Draw yourself on a step at which you think you are right now. So draw a step. What level are you right now? Draw a step. So the result, the step of which your adequate level of self-esteem is like 6 and 7. If you said you're 6 and 7, these are the steps that are a little above the middle. And most people assign themselves to these steps. So if you say, hey, I'm a 6, I'm a 7, okay. Step 8. Step 8 can also be classified as a level of adequate self-esteem, although it is assumed that this case, the self-esteem is little too high, right? So step 9 and 10 correspond to overestimated of self-esteem. So if your step is well, I'm a step 9 and 10, you are overly estimating of your self-esteem. Such steps are chosen by the people who think they are much better than others. They believe that their traits may make them pretty close to being ideal. No, step 4 and 5 are chosen by people who are not entirely satisfied with their current situation and their self-esteem is low. Final step 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is chosen by the people who are very low self-esteem and those who are in state of crisis. So this is the facts that chosen of these place in letter of themselves and can be influenced not only by the former lifelong vision of themselves, but also the current mental state of the person. So a practical step, like I already gave you this practical step. The practical step is writing down at least 50 points for which you can respect yourself. For example, you're a good cook, you're a confident speaker, or you're a goal-oriented person, you keep your words, you are honest, etc. like that. So that is the end of that chapter. So let's go quick to chapter 17. So that is the other part of it. A winner or loser. Who do you want to be? Or what is the difference? What is the difference of a winner or a loser? That is what I'm going to talk about right now. So successful, this is just a quote from Winston Churchill. He says, successful is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Okay, that is what it is. So success is the ability to suffer one failure after another without losing the will to win. Not because you're failing, that means you're just going to stop. I'm not going to do anything anymore. I'm done. No, keep going till you get it, till you win, till you do something. So when you were born, your brain was free of any information, right? When you're a child, your brain is free, no information, nothing. You're born. It's the same thing like a computer. Like example, when you have a brand new computer, there is nothing in there. There is nothing. You have to put stuff in it. That's what you do. The disk is clean. There is no storage. The storage, you have full capacity of storage. And when you start downloading music, you start downloading movie, you start downloading things onto your computer, you start filling it with something. It's the same thing like us, like our brain. Whatever you fill your brain with, that is what you become. So if you fill your brain with positive things, guess what? You're going to be a positive person. But if you fill your brain with negative things, guess what? Negative comes out. Like the Bible said, whatever the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever is deep inside of you, that's what comes out. If negativity is inside you, negativity comes out all the time. That's what happened. Thinking switch on your computer and launching the operating system directly to you. Thinking switch. Like a computer. Look your brain like a computer. It's like, okay, what am I gonna put? I'm gonna pick, because you pick what you put into your computer. Do you download everything on your computer? You don't. You think before you download. That's one. If I download that, it's gonna crash my computer. So you don't go there. You don't download it because you know if you download such thing, it's crash your computer. A virus is gonna come into your computer. It's gonna affect. You're gonna shut down your computer. Your computer is gonna crash. So you be careful what you put in that computer. You don't put everything junk in it. So that is the same thing that applies to human brain. Don't put every junk in your head. Don't allow junk to come into your head. Put good thought, good things into your head so that your brain doesn't crash. Your brain will crash. When your brain crashes, you cannot function well. It's the same thing. So parents and people bring up whether the main program, which install a certain operating system in your brain. If a child have giving a will to win spirit, perseverance, endurance, self-confidence, happiness, gratitude from their parent, they will live their life in such victory, right? When you put those things in, hey, perseverance, teach your children how to be perseverance in everything. Don't ever give up. Don't let your children give up on anything. Teach them that when they are small. Make them embedded in them. Perseverance, everything you do, work hard. Endurance. You need to teach your children how to be endurance because when they grow up, they're gonna know I have endurance. I have to do stuff. Self-confidence. You need to teach your children that. You need to teach your children how to be happy on their own, how to be happy with people. Because a lot of people today in the world, the reason why, because they're not happy, so they go and they try to make on other people unhappy just because they are unhappy. It's not fair. It is not fair to that person. Just because you are not happy, you're gonna make other people unhappy. No, not good, not cool at all. It is not cool. If you are not happy, make sure, hey, I'm the one that's not happy. I want to be happy on my own. Don't make other people have so much power over your life that I cannot be happy without that person. Hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So we need to teach you, okay, gratitude, how to be gratitude in everything, appreciate everything that they do. Be thankful for the little things first before the bigger things. So the other thing I would like to talk about is when you have been given nervousness, for example, fear or suspicious or distrust, for example. Oh, thank you, my brother Jake. Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you. So when this is the other thing, when you grow up with nervousness, fear, suspicious, and distrust, what happened? What happened with your life? Everybody that comes around you, you're suspicious of something. Even though the person comes with good heart or with good intent to benefit you, you be suspicious. Okay, why are you being my friend? You must want something from me. Ha! What do I want from you? I cannot be nice to you. I want something for you because that is what they have grown up. They are so nervous. They're so scared that people cannot be nice to them. That people can, like, they're not, those people that don't trust people, they won't trust you. I don't trust you. You must be up to something. You must be up to something. You being nice to me. Why are you being nice to me? Because they have not grown up in a situation that you have to be nice to people. So when somebody is nice to them, they feel offended. Why are you being nice to me? You must want something for me. You must want something to me for me or something like that. But they don't know that it is normal to be nice. You're supposed to be nice to people. Whether you know the person, whether you don't know the person, whether the person is your family, not your family, you're supposed to be nice to everybody. But they're suspicious. You don't want to be in that area of being suspicious all the time. So we should learn to reveal disordered thoughts, belief, or patterns or behavior and replace them with a correct idea and belief. Correct them. Think, for example, with the computer. When the virus gets into the computer, what does it does? It destroyed the software. It will destroy the software. So when you allow viruses to come into your head, negative thoughts, suspicious, all that kind of fear and thought that a lot of pastors put into you, guess what? When you go there, you suspect everybody. If they fire you from your job, you won't never think that, hey, I was a crappy worker. I didn't never did my job excellently. I was not persistent in my work. I was not doing my job correctly, so I got fired. You'll be suspecting somebody. It's my friend, that my somebody, that my boss. My boss does not like me because I'm better than her. You start suspecting. You never suspect yourself that it's your fault that you got fired. You never. Don't allow viruses to come and to download stuff into your head about negativity. Love people. Be nice to people. Does it hurt to be nice? It costs you nothing. Nothing at all. It's free. The things that are free are very, people don't give out. But the things that are expensive, that's the thing. I don't know. The world is just, I don't know. Anyway. So let's talk about a little bit. I'm going to go over today, guys. I just want to finish this book today. I'm determined I'm going to finish it. So developing a gratitude in your mind and learn how to be satisfied with everything that you have, and you will truly be current moment in every very essence in life. You need to have gratitude. Every little thing small, you have to be grateful. You get up in the morning, hey, that is a big miracle. You get up in the morning, you know how many people didn't get up in the morning and you got up? My God, you should be grateful for that. Say, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. There are people that couldn't make it out of bed, but I made it out of bed. I'm thankful. A lot of people don't have food to eat. You have food to eat, be grateful for it. Say, God, thank you for giving me food to eat. That a lot of people cannot afford to eat. They're starving. They're dying today because they couldn't eat. Some people have money. Still, they cannot able to eat. They can buy the food, but they cannot eat it because of a certain condition that they have. But you can do both. You have money. You can eat the food. Glory be to God. That is the thing that you need to be grateful for. You can walk. My God, be grateful for walking. Say, I can walk. There are people that wants to walk, they cannot walk. Gratitude. We need to every day be grateful for the little things. Because when you're grateful for the little things, guess what? God will give you more. But if you don't appreciate the little things, guess what? God will never open a door for it again. It's like, well, if you don't appreciate the little thing, why would I give you something great? You think you're going to be appreciated? Nope. So live in that. So there are some things that this Dr. David, that I'm just going to go through from the book. Dr. David Bonds described this in his book, How to Feel Better. How can you feel better? Like, number one thing, the habit of expecting the worst things to happen. How many of us think that all the time we have the habit of expecting the worst things? Pessimistic people. We have a lot of pessimistic people, right? The worst thing to happen. They will say, if something bad even happen, it will certainly happen to me. I'm the only one that bad things happen to. All the time, we have those people. I'm the bad one. I'm the only one this bad thing. All my mates are getting married. All my mates are having children. All my mates are driving nice car. All my mates are having house. But look at me. Nothing good is happening to me. Guess what? If you have that attitude, guess what? Nothing good will happen because you're not being grateful for the little things that you have. The other thing that I would like to talk about, they will said, this is for women. Men do that too, but women, things like being pessimistic person, women tends to do that. For example, your husband came home late from work. What will happen? Virus will come into your head. You allow virus to come. You start thinking, ha, my husband is always late from work. What happened? He's have a mistress. You have allowed virus to come into your head. Although men do that too, but women tend to do it more. But you allow virus to come and crash your computer. That is what you're doing, right? You go, instead of saying, hey, maybe my husband is stuck in traffic, or maybe they give my husband lots of work. What is the virus you allow? Ha! My husband is always late from work. He must have a mistress. Sometimes possible is true, but don't allow that virus to come and crash your brain, because that is what you're doing. Then now you're worried. Now all your energy is being spent on that worrying. You have work though. Huh, my husband. Okay, who is my husband seeing? Who is my husband going to? Who is my husband doing? Hey, now you spend your restless time. Now everything that's occupying your brain is what your husband is doing or not doing. Maybe your husband is not even doing that. Here you are stressing yourself up. Why? Why now, women? Why women? Why? Me, I don't think that too. My husband, let him be worried. I don't occupy my brain. I don't allow that virus to come into my head. Like serious, there's certain things I don't allow to come in my brain, to come and occupy my brain for what? I have other important things to do. Now I'm gonna stress myself. My husband have a mistress, and my husband is doing this. Hey, for what? No, I don't have time for that. Don't allow that virus to eat yourself. Number other two things, habits that need to be stopped. Habits to draw negative conclusion. How many people are in this situation? They always draw negative conclusion. You probably thinking in common among people like, okay, for example, you always think wrongly, assume the wrongest thing ever about people. You might, for example, walk in with your friends. Maybe your friends will be hanging out somewhere, and then you come, everybody will be laughing. Oh my God, you just walk into the laugh. You start assuming they're laughing at you. They're making fun at you. When the people probably not even thinking about you, now you are negative conclusion. They are talking about me. They are laughing about me. And now you malice them. And now the people will know why you have come up with a negative. You need to stop that to set yourself free. Like, see, in order for you to feel better and be happy in life, certain things that don't allow it to come into your brain. And this is one negative habit of conclusion. When people are laughing, don't think that they're laughing at you. They may be laughing about a lot of things, not you. Number three, a negative filter of a person turning into deaf ears, right? We have those people that have negative filter, negative. Even if you say something positive, or if you correct them in something that is actually going to benefit them, or if you help them in something that's actually benefit them, guess what? They see it as negative. They see it as negative thing that you've done to them. That is just how the people are. Don't be that kind of person that you just negative filtering. Every positive information, you turn it into negative things. Then the negative things, you sweep it. Like, it's just confusing. It's like, I don't know. It's very horrible. Don't do that. Number four thing that you need to do. Conclusion built on emotion. You always build a conclusion. A man with such a mentality, anybody with that mentality that feels as a absolutely fact. If he is scared of something, he's sure something bad will happen to him. That person, the sound person, detaches emotion from the actual state of fear. They will understand that they cannot have influence on any situation with the faith or with positive motive or anything. Like, these people that, oh, you're being nice to me because you want something to for me. Like, there are a lot of people like that. Okay, I can't be just being nice with you. I have to want something for you in order for me to be nice to you. Like, we have those people that think like that. Or if a woman is nice to a man, for example, oh, that woman likes me. Like, really? Are you for real? Are you for real? Because I'm nice to you, because I'm attracted to you, or because I want to sleep with you, I want to go to bed with you. Men, stop thinking that. Not when because a woman is nice to you, that means that one you want that woman wants you to take it to bed. No, don't be like that. Vice versa. Women or men. A man can just be nice to you. Accept it. That's nice. You don't have to go sleep to that with that man. But there are a lot of people with that emotion, right? So how do primitive and successful people think? How does primitive people and successful people think? So that is what I'm gonna end the book with. Okay. So successful people only think about their targets. That is what successful people, they think about their target. How am I going to achieve this goal? They don't think about the things that is going to drag them down. No, they don't do that. They set goals for a day or a week or a year. Say, I that is how successful people think. Say, this week, this is what I want to accomplish. This today, I need to accomplish this. For the whole year, they set their plan, they set their targets. That is the mentality of successful people. Not people that don't want successful, they don't have plan. We'll just wait tomorrow. Whatever happened tomorrow, tomorrow happen. They don't set plans. Say, hey, I have my 5 year plan. I need to accomplish it in 5 years. And you work towards it every day. Every day you build on it. We don't do that. We do gossip, tear people down, all the thing. Nobody have plan. But successful people, they have plans. Successful people, they concentrate their attention on their task. Why ordinary people think of problem? Huh? Problem. That's all they think about. They don't think about achieving their goals. What is their long-term, short-term goal? They don't think about that. So, what is the difference between a goal and a task? What is the difference? There is a difference. A goal is an expected final result. That is what a goal is. And a task is an interim, whatever the step that you take every day. The goal consists of your task. So whatever task you do, tasks are meant to be step towards your goal. Your goal is not more than illusion, because some people live in an illusion, but without task, you cannot accomplish your goal. So you need to know that successful people are people of goal. They are consistent. They think of new goal and task every day, not the whole thing over and over, doing the same thing over and over. No results, but you're doing it over and over, and you're not correcting where you're making mistakes. You're just doing the same thing like mad people. So successful people are consistent thinking of solutions, of ways and method how to solve a certain problem. That is what a successful people do. If you want to become a successful person, you have to be consistently thinking about solving, so bringing solution to problems. So how to find a solution and what is a solution? What is how you can find a solution? Sorry, guys. So, successful people okay, we're talking about solutions. Sorry, guys, being distracted. To find a solution, what is a solution? First of all, you probably want to know or make in a current situation, right? They are always dipped in thought about these goals. They are permanently looking for solutions to perform their set goal and task. So to rest does not mean to switch your mind off. Because a lot of people say, I'm going to rest, I'm going to vacation. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to switch off your head, because your brain never, you cannot shut off your brain. Not because you're on a vacation, you shut down your brain, say, I'm not gonna think, I'm not gonna work. Because a lot of people is like, I'm on vacation, I'm so they shut their brain off. No, certainly not. A man should rest. Yes, we should rest, but certainly resting is extremely important. But you should plan your activity during rest as well. The time of resting in order to take all advantages of it and receiving a blessing. That is what you do. If your goal is not going to become your life, everything else will be useless. We are all destiny of we are destined to God, right? There is a we have to do certain things for God. And therefore we have something unique that was given to God by us. You have it. You don't know it, but you have it. It's inside of you. God put it. You were packaged. You came with it, everything that you need to be successful in this earth. I'm just discovering this now. Oh, I didn't know this. If I knew this 10 years ago, hi, I will be I will be far away now. I will be far. But I just discovered this now. I'm just discovering this thing now. I'm learning and I'm sharing with you. So let's all grow together, my people. We need to grow very fast, very, very fast, because the time is ticking, the clock is ticking, tick, 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 tick. You don't know when your light is going off forever. So shine it while you're still alive. I'm telling you, my people. Okay, so if your goal is not going to become your life, everything else will be useless. We are all supposed to do something. Sorry, guys. I'm being distracted. Sorry. I get a little bit distracted. Somebody's messaging me. I don't know. So it's distracting me. Okay. So everyone has a calling to be a leader in a different sphere of activity. Hey, some people are called to become a leader in politics, in education, in medicine, in art, like so many things that you are called to become a leader in, but people are not doing. Maybe the reason why politics is so corrupt, because the people that are supposed to be there they're not there. So the people that are there, they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be somewhere else now. They are corrupting the political system. The people that are supposed to be in education, they are not there. The people that were not meant to be there, they are destroying the educational system. They were not meant to be there. The people that were supposed to be in entertainment system, they are not there. The people that are just making money, they think that that is it. There are certain people that God have put in a certain area of influence, and you need to be there in order for that area to be the right way that God wanted to exist in the first place. But a lot of people are there. The wrong people are in the wrong places. That is why there is so much commotion in the world today, because a lot of people are not doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing here on earth. So everyone should find their own field and work on it. In order for this world to be the way God wanted to be, we all need to be on our own field, our special field that God created us. Successful people constantly think of their plans. That is what successful people do. Do you have a plan? How many people have a plan about their life? Nobody don't have. I just wake up in the morning, I do whatever I want to do. No, you have to have a plan. Say every day, wake up every day as a purpose, for a reason. Don't just wake up because you have to wake up, but wake up and do something. So primitive people, we're going to end with the primitive people. Primitive people reflect on their future, building their tomorrow today. Do you plan your future systematically? Let's take control of our life and start to build it in according with our plan. Successful people are constantly thinking. Successful people are always have a positive vision of life. Do you have a positive vision of life? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Are you constantly thinking about positive things or negative things? How to bring people down? What are you spending your energy on? So they don't think of defeat. They don't picture something to be impossible. That is what successful people do. They don't think it's impossible, because right now, my people, my beloved Sierra Leoneans, yeah, I love my people. They think that Everything is impossible. But not only my Sierra Leone African people, every African country, they think it's impossible. It's impossible to turn Sierra Leone to a better 21st century. They think it's impossible. It is not impossible. Where nothing in this world is impossible. Nothing. When you're ready to put the work into it, you ready to do the work. Guess what? Everything you can accomplish. Everything. I'm telling you, my people. I'm learning these things though. I'm learning it. Before I used to see things too impossible. Now look that everything is possible. There is nothing impossible under the sun. We need to do something. Great people permanently reflect on the improvement of their affairs. That's what great people do. They reflect on they have never been in a state of inactivities. They don't constantly work on improving themselves and doing everything more effective. That is what they do. Successful people concentrate on their actions, the attention on their action. Sometimes something must be done. That is what successful people do. When they see problem, they think about solution right away. That is what successful people do. Lazy people or people that are not successful, they always think about problem. No, all they see is problem. They don't see solution. But we are supposed to be seeing solution. When you see problem, you start thinking, how can I solve that problem? That is how God wants us to function, because that is how God functions. When he see a problem, he think about solution. How am I going to bring solution to this problem? That is how we are wired, but we don't know that. We just think, I just create problem. You complaining. How long have you been complaining for that one problem? When probably the solution is so easy, but you complaining. Okay, is the complaining fix the problem? No. Is it making the problem worse? Yes. But you're just complaining, but you're not doing nothing about it. So successful people think how to everything better and faster, how to make everything better and faster. They are searching for ways to do everything better with the highest speed. That is what a successful people do. So having a winner mentality, you will be able to achieve your goal effectively and quickly. The mentality of a loser will hamper the progress of reaching your goal and fulfilling your destiny. Even after you have answered all the questions, who am I? You will have a lot of obstacle in your way. You need to accept that and get to your purpose to accomplish it as a loser or negative ways of thinking. You should find out your weak point and change yourself and the way you think in order to complete your mission and live as a winner. Think, stinky thinking. Get rid of stinky thinking. Get rid of it. Praise Jesus. We are done with this book. Let's give a clap for the people that have been consistent and watching this program. I am giving you clap. Congratulations. We made it. We end the book. Who am I and why am I here? Congratulations to everybody that have been consistent, have been following. And I pray that you guys use all these tips that I gave you through this book. Use it. Don't just write it down. Make it become flesh in you. And when you make it become flesh in you, you will start seeing the results. Guaranteed. I promise you that. If you do all the work that comes with it and you don't see success, I am not Matilda. Because all the people that read this book and live by the principle by it, guess what? Success is guaranteed for you. So let's do the final self-examination test for the book. And congratulations to everybody that have been coming and following me. We took a while because I took that break from school. So kind of the book go forever, like it was never going to be finished, but I was determined I was going to finish it today. So let's go to the self-examination test for the final book. So do you complain of your destiny when something goes wrong? Are you the person that complain about your destiny when something goes wrong? If you said yes, I often do it, you have 0 points. If you said I try to solve the problem, you go 1 point. If you said, I do not waste my energy on complaining and solving all the problem at the same time, occur, you have 2 points. Okay? Number 2 question, do you consider working to be the best medicine? Do you consider work to be the best medicine? Do you are the person that love to work, or you just say nope? If you said nope, I don't think so. You don't consider yourself to be to like work being a medicine. If you said no, I don't think so, you got 0 point. If you said fun is fun, as I suspect there is a job waiting, you have 1 point. But if you say I agreed, 2 points. If you said work is a medicine for you, you got 2 points. Two point. Number three, do you have any plan for a day or a month or a year? Do you have a plan? Say, I have a plan for my day. This is what I'm going to do for my day. Bam. This is what I'm going to do for the week. Bum. This is what I'm going to do for the month. Bum. This is what I'm going to do for the whole year. If you are the person that said, but if you said, no, I don't. If you don't have plan for the day, you don't have a daily plan, you don't have a weekly plan, you don't have a monthly plan, you don't have a year plan, you said, no, you got 0 points. But if you said, I have a plan for a day, wow, congratulations, you have 1 point for having a daily plan, what you're going to accomplish every day. If you do, you get 1 point. And if you said, I have both long term and short term plan, oh my God, congratulations. You have long term and short term. Excellent. You got 2 points for that. You are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. And number four question, do you plan your future systematically? If you're a person that plan your future systematically, if you said, no, I don't think about such distant feature. If you're a person that does not think about distant feature, you got 0 points. But if you're a person that said, I have already drawn up some plan, wow, I'm proud of you. You have 2 points for that. You have 1 point, sorry. You have 1 point for that. If you said you've drawn your plan, you get 1 point. But if you do a step up and said, yes, I plan my future systematically, you got 2 points. You are doing awesome job. Number five question. Have you ever found yourself thinking about defeat or picturing something to be impossible? Are you the kind of person that have you ever found yourself thinking about defeat or picturing something to be impossible? Are you the kind of person? If you said yes, very often, you got 0 points. I'm sorry to disappoint you, you got 0 points. But if you said sometimes I think so, you got 1 point. Congratulations, you are on your way to success. If you do a step up and said, I always sorry guys, I am always confident on victory. If you are the person that always confident on victory, you say, I'm never gonna fail, I'm gonna give it all until I succeed, you got 2 points. Congratulations. So now you can add up your points and we can go and finish this up. You guys have been doing awesome. You guys have been so nice to me. You guys have been very, very nice to me. Generous. Okay. So if you have any point from 0 to 4, well, I'm very sorry to tell you that your mentality of failure. I'm sorry, you have a mentality of failure. You should alter your way of thinking. You need to change your way of thinking. You need to give up on reflecting on problems and take over common things. And you should also be aware of the purpose of your life. Reflect. If you're just joining me for today the first time, have done a whole series of this. You can go on my YouTube channel and you can catch yourself up, because if you put the work into it, you're listening and answer the question at the end, guess what? You're on your way to success. Trust me on that. So for the people that have 0 to 4 points, the mentality of failure will hamper you, and it will progress to reaching your goal. It will not make you reach into your goal because of that mentality that you have. So if you have anywhere from 5 to 9 score, sometimes thoughts of failures that are occurring in your life, but keep on working on yourself. You need to keep on working on yourself. And in order to change your ordinary mentality into a winner mentality, to change your ordinary mentality to winner mentality, that I'm always, whatever I do, I'm going to win. You need to get that mentality. You will achieve your goal easily, not only easily, but with thinking, the type of thinking. So whatever, don't let viruses enter your head. Don't allow it. Just the way you do with your computer, you don't allow any viruses to come there. Don't allow viruses to go into your head. So final point, if you have anywhere 9 to 12 score, congratulations, I'm happy for you. You have a mentality of a winner. All your energy is spent on achieving your goal. If you have anywhere from 9 to 12 points. And finally, practical tasks that you can do to end this book. Determine specific feature in which you fail mentally. Manifest itself. Wherever the failure mentality manifests itself, you need to identify it. And it's right. Play the role of a winner behavior in your mind during the next 21 days. 21 days. Get the role of a winner mentality into your head. Say, I'm gonna win. Whatever I do, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna plan my day, I'm gonna plan my week, I'm gonna plan my month, and I'm gonna do it. When I fail, I'm gonna look where I failed, I'm gonna pick up where I failed and go back until you get it right. If you do that 21 days, guess what? You're gonna be a brand new person. So yeah, that is the end of the book, guys. We did it. We did it. That can actually help you. But if you want to buy the book too, you can go on Amazon, Kindle. You can read it for free on Kindle, or you can buy a copy, or you can email Sunday Adelages. I think it's dsasbooks at gmail.com, and then you can have a hard copy for a cheaper rate if you want to do it that way. So I encourage you to read the book, or you can just go through the videos and watch it. You can still get the same, even though I skip some of the things, but the more important things in the book, I give it out if I know it's going to benefit people. So you can go and watch the videos and you can learn, make your notes, because you need a pen and paper, make a note on things that you can implement in your life. And if you implement those things in your life, success is possible for you. So thank you guys so much for being here and being nice. So I don't know yet. Maybe I have to sleep on it, or maybe by the end of the day today, I'll decide what I want to do. As I said, please let me know. Maybe after this video, I will post a couple of books if you guys want me to review. But if I don't get a feedback from anybody, I'm just going to decide and do something else. So I like to involve you guys in my conversation and stuff. I don't want to be the, like, I don't know, controlling kind of person. But anyway, so okay, so I'll see you guys later. I'm coming back again later, but I'm gonna be speaking in my local language, although I kind of switch here back and forth English. But anyway, you can join me there too. So peace for now.